Hi, it's me again, and I want to start out by saying I'm sorry if you can hear anything outside. I closed my windows, but I don't know how much that's doing, so I'm sorry in advance. And yes, I am back, and this video is going to be just about me. I realized that even though I'm an admin and I say a lot of things that kind of lets you know who I am, you don't know all that much about me as a person, myself and my natural world and where I live and everything. So I decided to make a video about that. So I think something really important that you should know about me is that right now I think is probably going to be one of the hardest times in my life, especially personality-wise and everything, because I'm changing my name, and that's really big because a name, it's you, and names are really important for identifying who you are. And about that, I thought that Ash was good, but Ash didn't really work out. Whenever I said it or I heard somebody else say it, I started thinking that it was a nickname for Ashley, which is a name that I don't really like. Not on me, anyway. And so that made me uncomfortable, and I decided to try something else. So I made a list, and I just took words that I knew and reformed them into names, because I wasn't really finding any on the internet except for one, which I ended up choosing that one, which is Phoenix, as you would know if you follow her Instagram, but I don't know how many of you are current, so yeah. Phoenix is the name that I chose for now, and I'm trying it out, seeing if this name works. And I think it's also cool because Phoenix is the name of a city in the state where I live. So it reminds me of where I grew up, where I'm growing up, and things like that. So that's really cool. And another part of why this is kind of a big time is that depression has hit me in the face a couple of times, especially just in the past week, and that's been really hard, and it's kind of changed my views on everything, because this hit me while I was homesick. So I had time alone and I could think about things and just be to myself. And it kind of changed my view on everything and my state of living and my state of where I am at this point. And that's going to change my views for the rest of my life. Another thing that's going on right now, or went on, I'm pretty sure it's done now, which is amazing, but it's identifying and figuring out who you are, who I am, like my sexuality, and that's been a ride. I have arrived at the conclusion that I am polysexual, not polyamorous, polysexual, which is in between bi and pan. I went over this in the coming out video, so go check that out if you want to know what polysexual is. But it took me a really, really long time to get here. I was raised to be straight, and that's what I thought I was for my entire life. But I noticed growing up that I never had crushes on anybody, and I never thought that guys were attractive. But I never really felt anything for anybody. And so for a while, last year, or it's been like a year and a half now, but I thought I was arrow ace because I never felt anything for anybody. And then something really big happened, and I fell in love with somebody who identified as gender fluid, but their main thing was female. They were female more than they identified as male or non-binary. And so that kind of gave me a hint that, yeah, I can love girls and I can find them attractive. So my confusion was about guys. And that, at that point, I thought I was bi because I thought I'd liked a guy before. But then I realized that I didn't really, and I discovered that I just like girls. But then there was the bit that I liked transgender girls and non-binary people and gender fluid people. I fell in love with a gender fluid person. So then I didn't know that polysexual was a thing. I didn't know that you could be in between bi and pan. So that was just completely not a thing for me. It wasn't an option. But then it was, and I knew that that was who I am because I can like more than just cis female. And with discovering this comes telling people, especially my parents and my family, and my mom knows, but she's the only one, and I really want to tell everybody else, but she's been kind of prohibiting me from doing that. But she finally gave the okay for me to come out to my dad, which I'm going to do probably very soon. So yeah. Another thing that's happening right now is my friendships are evolving, okay? I've lost a lot of friends in the past 3 years. I've lost 2 really close friends this year. I mean, I still talk to them, and I can still hang out with them and everything, but we're just not the group that we used to be. But I found somebody else called Grace, and she has been an amazing friend, and she will continue to be an amazing friend, even though she's not going to the same school next year, which makes me really sad. But it's not like our friendship is going to end, and I have plans to go to the same school that she's going to in 1 or 2 years, because I really want to go to that school. Even if she wasn't going there, I would still want to go. But the transportation was an issue, so I couldn't. But she has a different group of friends that we're like equally close, but she has her time with them, and then she has her time with me, and that's separate because I can't be a part of what she has with the other people, and that's okay. Another thing, my hair. You can see probably that it is multicolored, blue and pink, which was supposed to be purple, but it turned out pink, and I don't know, I like it anyway, so it's cool. I was naturally a blonde, and then my hair turned brown naturally, and I've dyed it probably upwards of 10 times now. I've dyed it brown and blue and brown again, and I dyed it blonde, and I dyed it like kind of a gingery pink weird color, but I really like this hair color, and I like this hairstyle too. I used to have it like down to my boobs, and then I cut it 2 years ago down here, and that's where it was. And then this year, I cut it here, like in a short kind of style. And then I was like, just go short. So I cut it like this, but still with the sides. And then a few weeks ago, I decided to shave the sides and the back like Hannah Hart. So yeah, I'm really happy with this haircut and this hair color, and I want to keep it for a while. I'm going to change my hair color actually over the summer and probably the beginning of next school year, but I think I'll eventually return to this color because I really like it. And this is the first time in a really, really long time that I didn't want to change my hair. Although I do kind of want this bit to grow out more, so it's easier to change the part, but that's it. Another really, really big part of my life is that I am a fangirl, and I have a lot of fandoms. Currently, my biggest fandom is The 100, and there's a new episode tonight, and I'm dying, and it's been an emotional roller coaster watching this season. But yeah, I am an extreme fangirl, and I like anime. I have posters over there, and I like American Horror Story and The Walking Dead, and I used to be really into Doctor Who, but that kind of settled down a bit. And my friend's trying to get me into Sherlock and Harry Potter and everything, but I don't know, I need The 100 right now, so. Something else that just happened recently, actually 2 weeks ago from today, I got a girlfriend, and she's one of the admins, Liz, and we are amazing, and she's amazing, and it's amazing being in a relationship again and being able to love somebody again. I've been closed off for a long time, and it feels nice to open up again. Alright, when I was a kid, I used to do dance and gymnastics, and I stopped doing gymnastics last September, so it's been a really long time. Not a year yet, but close to a year since I've done gymnastics, and I ran for a little bit too, but I just don't do sports anymore. Though I do want to do dance, though it's late in the season and I'm starting in August. I'm doing a beginner's ballet, or not ballet, I'm doing a beginner's jazz class. Everybody said I should do jazz, and I wanted to do contemporary, but there are no beginner contemporary classes around me, so I couldn't do that, so jazz. And I'm also doing theater next year, and I've done drama club the past 3 years at my school. And I have an audition for Theater 2 instead of Theater 1 next week, which I'm still deciding on what monologue to do for the audition. It's either going to be the coat hanger monologue from the Peanuts or a part of a dialogue from the Shakespearean play As You Like It. And I also want to play the cello, though I don't know how well it's gonna go, because I don't know if I'll be able to get like a teacher, an instructor, and a cello. So I don't know if that's gonna go through or not, but I can try. And I also want to learn the piano. I would love to have a teacher, but it's okay that I can't. I can self-teach myself the piano. I have plenty of music. I've saved the music from choir the past 3 years, so I have a bunch of music to practice on and learn. And I do want to continue singing, though I'm not sure I'm doing choir next year because of limited space in my schedule. But I'm trying to get into choir, so yeah, that's about me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And also, I'm wearing thigh-high socks, and I love tall socks. That's another probably not very important part about me, but still about me. So, yeah, I enjoy talking about myself. That sounds really conceited, but it's true. So, it was nice just talking to you. And the question for this video is, what's something important about you that you're comfortable sharing, of course. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and like this video, follow our Instagram mainly, and I have a Tumblr that I put down because it's an LGBT Tumblr, but it's not shared. So all that will be in the description below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. My name's Phoenix, by the way.